Crime watchdog says the trio accused of drugging, robbing, and ultimately killing a Kansas City reporter in town for the Super Bowl may have even more victims. Andres Fuentes lays out new details in the case from prosecutors.
A 20-plus page indictment out of the 24th Judicial Court in Jefferson Parish alleges that the trio accused in the death of Kansas City reporter Adán Manzano during Super Bowl week are linked to other crimes of luring, drugging, and robbing victims.
You really see a coordinated effort that was perpetrated over 10 years.
The documents say that starting in 2012, Danette Colbert was the prostitute, Ricky White was the pimp, and Christian Anderson was another prostitute while also providing drugs to Colbert. Their alleged scheme: find people in the French Quarter, bring them back to their hotel, drug them, rob them, and take off.
It really laid out the scheme for the investigators of how this took place and how they were able to, continue perpetrating this scheme.
The indictment gives a rough estimate on what the trio allegedly stole, like 15 phones, 29 credit cards and debit cards, and more than $131,000 in ATM withdrawals or transfers. The document also has text messages between the suspects, like this one in June 2019, when Anderson texted an unnamed associate that he throws tricks on people in the car and gives them Xanax water to put them to sleep. In August 2024, Anderson talks about the dangers of drugging people with Xanax when a different associate texted him that she needs to learn something new, and Anderson responds, yes, she does, before she kills someone on accident. Fast forward to February 2025, when investigators say Manzano was found dead in a Kenner hotel room with Xanax in his system after a night out with Colbert. In a text, Anderson said, I feel bad for her to an extent, but I feel more bad for her family, if anything. I also feel bad for the man.
Every time you can link these people together to show a pattern or of a criminal enterprise, you're proving up what you have to prove up to make the case, and those things help you do that.
Fox 8 legal analyst Joe Responti says the text messages help the prosecution push forward with racketeering charges for the trio. Meanwhile, the indictment says Colbert was engaged in crime outside of the French Quarter, like using stolen cards to buy gift cards in Kenner, items at Best Buy in Slidell, and taking victims back to hotel rooms and even a house in Metairie.
When you have things that cross parish lines within a state, you're allowed to connect them. It's a little more difficult when you got something in a different state.
The indictment also lays out 18 instances where the trio allegedly stole from people in the New Orleans area. But with most of their targets tourists or people who didn't want to report a crime with a prostitute after a night out, there could be other crimes not listed.
We may never know all of the victims that, were a part of this scheme because people didn't report it.
And both Colbert and White's second-degree murder charges have been downgraded to manslaughter, and now Anderson faces a manslaughter count too. John?